South Sudan is the world's youngest country, having gained independence in 2011. And now it's wrestling with a humanitarian crisis. Pope Francis wanted to go there in July, but had to cancel his trip at the last minute. Vatican Bureau Correspondent Colm Flynn still decided to go there and experience the church in a country laden with problems and unexpected beauty. A failing economy, broken families, hunger, and poverty have pushed children like these into labor or life on the streets. Up to 3,000 children live on the streets, and that number is increasing daily. Many of these children are drunk or on drugs, and fighting is common. A group of priests and sisters here try to rescue these children from the streets and bring them to orphanages like this one, just on the outskirts of the city.
This is called St. Clair's House. Now, the conditions inside, they're quite dire, but most of these children here, they've come from the streets, and so the conditions here are still immensely better than where they've come from.
This room here is supposed to be like a store, but because we don't have enough rooms, that is why one of the mothers sleeping here with the children.
Showing us around is Mama Betty, the founder of this orphanage.
They sleep here like with the 3 children in this bed.
I see, sweating.
Yeah, they're sweating. Here we have problem of power. They are not, sometimes it doesn't work. You see?
Electricity is hard to come by in South Sudan. The orphanage has been without power for 6 weeks now, but can't afford to repair the batteries for their solar panels.
That is the room too small. Like this one, they sleep with the 4 or 5 children.
4 or 5 children in one bed?
Yeah, and then the one mother sleep with them.
Okay, so you have one mother and 5 children in this bed squeezed in?
And then some of them sleep down.
On the floor?
These rooms have the bare minimum, not even a place for the girls to store their possessions. They have very little, but try to do the best with what they do have.
This one for the girls, and they sleep two.
Two girls, these are the older girls?
2 girls, yeah. And either we don't have something to put for them, the clothes. The very important thing for me now, feeding and maybe medication.
Yeah.
Yeah, but the rest,
You have to have your priorities. Oh, it's dirty, isn't it, the wall?
This one, yeah.
Upstairs in a room that sleeps 7 boys, we met 17-year-old Clement, who shared his experience of living on the street.
Yeah, at night it is dangerous. There are very many criminals moving at night, and if they find you, then they kill you.
Clement's parents both died when he was young, and so he was forced to fend for himself.
Before, when we were in the street there, no one who cares about us. But when Mama brought us here, now all things became okay. Life even is okay. We are now studying. Everything is now going well. We can eat and do everything.
Are you happy here?
Yeah, we are happy here.
Yeah.
Mama Betty is doing her best to help these children, but it's always a struggle to make ends meet, with little resources and no help from the government.
They don't give me money because they also say no money, you know.
They say we have no money.
Yeah, sometimes they work for 3 months, 4 months, no salary.
What are the children like? Are they traumatized?
They're traumatized. I need counseling. Like now, you see the sister is helping a lot. You know, they put for them the music and the dance, and at least they get release.
Despite having so little and conditions being bleak, and not to mention what it's like here in the rainy season, Mama Betty and the sisters try and do their best to keep the children's spirits high.
I'm able to listen, and more of it is being present.
To showing them that they're worth something and have value.
They are loved, they are valued, and they are unique.
Isn't it difficult for them to hear that message about God's value for them, and they look around and think, well, why are we living like this, or we have so much hurt and pain and struggle and hardship?
I think sometimes the pain stretches one to even have trust in God more. When you know that there are times you did not have anything, but somebody was able to step in and even give you a meal, a single meal. So if you tell that person about God, she says, God through this person who stepped out and was able to listen to her and did something about her situation. So it builds more faith than discouragement, I would say, even when in the suffering years. My hope is that they will grow, go through education level as much as possible, and for those, and if they are not able to make it to white-collar jobs, learn a skill whereby they can be able to be settled.
And no matter how bleak the reality is, there's no shortage of dreams in this orphanage.
What do you want for the future? What do you want to do in the future?
In the future, I want to be a doctor.
A doctor? Oh, wow. Why do you want to become a doctor?
A doctor is someone who is social, working for all the people. There are very many people like here in South Sudan. The situation is hard. A lot of people are dying just for nothing. There are no good doctors here even. So I want to be a doctor so that I save even my nation.
You want to help your people?
Yeah.
God will see us through somehow. God will see us through, and I believe in God's providence.